Arman Tsarukyan doesn't think Paddy Pimblett has a chance of beating Ilia Topuria.
So you don't think that Paddy Pimblett has anything for Ilia Topuria?
No way.
You don't think so?
At all.
Why? Did you see what he did to Michael Chandler? Destroyed Michael Chandler.
Okay, how many people destroyed Michael Chandler?
But Arman.
He's 40 years old. He has 6 losses or 2 wins in UFC. He showed good fights, but he's not an elite fighter. There is a levels, you know, when you see. And Paddy cannot beat even Oliveira, cannot beat even Hooker. He cannot beat Poirier. He cannot beat Gagey. He cannot beat Holloway. He cannot beat me. If he's gonna beat even Gagey, I'm gonna say, yeah, this guy is good.
So you don't think Paddy's very good?
No, he sucked.
Mike Perry is not too thrilled about having to pay over $800,000 in taxes. He posted this photo on X. He wrote, "Biggest robbery in sports, my tax bill. You'd think I was rich. All was planned and in place by my tax team in Miami. A ball was dropped on my assets. I trained all those years. I took the punches. I bled and the country gets the credit. You're welcome." This user responded saying, "This is a letter from the IRS claiming unpaid taxes for your information." Perry responded, "I am up to date. This is 2024. Don't try to clown me. They're doing that already." This user replied, "How many years is this for? Also, how many millions did you make and how much did you save?" Perry said, "1 year, a little over $1 million saved. That's what hurt me, but 37% is 629,000. So something is off."
I'm retiring though.
Yeah.
I did it.
To go
I'm
camping
done.
in the woods.
They not letting me be rich. They were like, "Oh, you thought you was rich? Give us everything you have." And I was like, wow. Now was the time I was supposed to have the money. Somebody dropped the ball. My accountant goes, "Hey, Mike, we just saw the Jake Paul money." What did you mean you just saw it? It's been there. Somebody dropped the ball, bro. I owe everything to them. I'm ready to sell everything, take all of it out of the bank, hide it, either go to prison for a little bit or just get off the grid.
Chris Weidman explains why he had to pull out of his boxing match with Anderson Silva. Silva is now set to face Tyron Woodley.
What's up, guys? Wanted to give you guys an update. I was supposed to be fighting Anderson Silva on November 14th on that MVP card on Netflix with Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis, and then they postponed it to December 17th with Anthony Joshua. So I was preparing for that, and I was ready to go, feeling really good. You know, I didn't think I could get hurt boxing. I felt it's so much easier on the body compared to MMA. And then this happened. Tore my bicep tendon, throwing a left hook, and there goes that tendon. And I tried to push through. I tried to give it some rest. It was 95% torn, and because there was still a bit of tendon left, it was just too painful. I couldn't get through it. I would have been better off if the thing was completely torn. After the inflammation went down from that, it would have been a little bit weaker, but I think I would have been able to fight and then get the surgery afterwards. But unfortunately, every time I would give it rest and try to give it a shot to train again, I would start feeling good, shadow boxing and stuff. And then as soon as I would speed up my punches, it was really bad pain. And then my arm, I couldn't even hold my arm up for defense anymore. So it sucks. It's crazy how it happened. It would look like nothing. I'll show you. I was sparring some professional boxer, and in the first 1 minute, I threw not even a hard left hook, and my bicep just popped. And I knew it was a problem. So anybody who supported me and wanted to see that fight with Anderson Silva, I hope it happens in the future. I was really excited. The boxing training was really going well. Had a lot of fun doing it. Really fell in love with boxing. So I'm hoping to get this thing healed up fast and get back into training and see if I could get that fight back with Anderson. But I will let you know if that happens. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy Thanksgiving and continue my TV work with the UFC. And so yeah, I'm excited about all that. And so stay tuned. and just wanted to clear up the confusion on why now Tyron Woodley is fighting Anderson Silva and not me. All right, guys, thank you. Peace.
Tony Ferguson believes that he could kick Islam Makhachev's ass if he were in his prime. In an interview with Helen Yee, Tony said, "To me, in my opinion, Islam was one of the dudes that always had Khabib in the practice room. At the time, it was kind of like Aljamain Sterling and Merab Dvalishvili. Just feeling like when Aljo left, then Merab finally started to shine and stuff. It's the same thing with Islam and Khabib. I always thought Islam was more of a conditioned athlete, but doing his thing, but best of luck. But in my prime, kick your ass." I think when Khabib's dad was there, I think Islam was in the shadows not wanting to pass him, just out of respect, when it goes to your teacher and your coaches and certain things like that. I think when everything was all said and done, and Khabib retired, and the family things and so on and so forth, that he finally had his time to shine. I think he's his own athlete. I don't think he really concerned himself about Khabib other than what he's doing. I think at the end of the day, we're all athletes when it comes down to it. We're trying to pass it and pay it forward to the next generation of athletes. But I tell you what, 1 or 2 years at Tony Ferguson's camp in the academy, and you'll be better than Dagestan wrestlers any day. I'm going to be real. There's only 2 people that I want to go and fight regardless of where it's going to be at. And the interesting fights would be either Conor or Khabib. I think regardless of what happens, it's going to sell tickets, good or bad. Literally, that's what it's for, the hype. But you put me up there with Khabib at the White House, and I guarantee you guys are going to have fireworks. You have Khabib Tony round 6. Make it happen. Michael Morales appeared on Jorge Masvidal's podcast this week after recently knocking out Sean Brady. He says he's healthy, has no injuries, and he's ready to fight for the welterweight title.
¿Cuándo tú crees que sería la pelea por el título? ¿Tú tienes una fecha en mente?
Yo estoy listo, o sea, si me dan junio o abril, mayo, yo estoy listo. Pero no salí con lesión, no salí con lesiones, simplemente quería irme de diciembre a mi casa con mi familia y en enero empezar de nuevo a entrenar. Ya tengo fecha de regreso para enero a México, el 7 de enero. Volver a entrenar y cuando me digan.
Así mismo, hermano.
Sean Brady is considering moving down to the lightweight division.
I was definitely upset, like in the moment, like for sure, but I got caught with a punch, like simple as that. Like I knew that was a possibility. That's a possibility in every fight. It happened. It sucked in the moment, but it is what it is, bro. Like I took a shot, it didn't work out. That's part of this game. You're going to win, you're going to lose. I do a lot more winning than I do losing. So yeah, bro, it's all good. I'm just excited. Only thing that bothers me about the whole thing is obviously there's shit that we won't get into. But what bothers me the most is that I didn't get to show everything I did in camp, and that's what sucks. Like looking back, like I didn't. There's a million different things I should have shot right away, whatever. But that's what hurts me the most is like I didn't show all the work we did. But it makes me excited to. I'm healthy. I have no injuries. I started training last week. I'm going to fight early in the new year and just get back in there and just show how good I am. And that's what I'm excited to do is just get back in there and not prove to anybody, but just show how good I am because I know how good I am. I know I'm going to be a world champion. This is just another bump in the road and it is what it is. Like I plan on fighting for a long time, so it's going to take me a little bit longer to get to the belt. But so I've done testing at the PI. Like I am on the I'm at like the max for muscle mass at 170. But like my dimensions, like yeah, I'm a smaller one. Like if you look at everybody in the top right now, like they're all over 6 foot. So that's something I might visit at some point is maybe trying to go down to 155. It would be very, very hard, but it's not a skill, like that's why it's not a skill thing. It's not a strength thing because I can out-strength heavyweights, you know, but it's a dimensions thing. Like I would stack up way better against guys who are closer to my height, closer to my size. And Morales is just a freak. Like he cuts from, I heard they weighed this motherfucker in the back and he was 210 pounds.
Here was Aleksandre Topuria's father's reaction to him defeating Bekzat Almakhan at UFC Qatar.
The judges score the contest 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision,
Daniel Cormier believes Arman Tsarukyan is currently the toughest matchup for Ilia Topuria in the lightweight division.
I think Paddy Pimblett's fun. I think Paddy Pimblett has a bright future in fighting, but I believe that the 2 best lightweights in the world, if Islam Makhachev is now the welterweight champion, It's Arman Tsarukyan and Ilia Topuria, bro. And that's not even in question anymore. I thought that Paddy Pimblett getting in the octagon after Ilia won the belt was, to me, it was a little bit odd because I didn't feel like him beating Michael Chandler should have warranted him being in that spot. I thought that the biggest issue would be trying to do away with the images of Paddy in the cage with Ilia after he became the champion. But then when you watch Arman Tsarukyan last weekend, bro, he's big, he's strong, he can really wrestle, he can strike, he can do just about everything, and his top control is what's a real issue. And I believe that's the problem. That's the scary thought for anyone that are Ilia Topuria fans. Because if there's anyone that could replicate that game of Makhachev, or at least to a degree, Arman Tsarukyan.
It looks like Dan Hooker and Renato Moicano both want to fight each other next. Following Hooker's submission loss to Arman Tsarukyan, he said, "I got to the hospital last night, got scanned and everything. Everything's all good. They said your nose was broken. I was like, well, that was the weigh-ins, not the fight. There's not too much to break down. It is what it is. Took a swing at the #1 fighter in the world. He's good. What do you want me to say? It is what it is. It was just dumb. Swing big, miss big. It's all good. I went to the hospital, got a call. Hunter Campbell gave us a call. Picked it up with a sad face and he's like, are you all right, Dan? I just go, Renato Moicano sucks. I said, Moicano sucks. Let me give Moicano a hiding. Let's have an old man fight. It is what it is. You took a swing at the #1 fighter and it didn't play out. Now I know what you have to do. I'm not going to hold up the division. I'm prepared to fight down in the rankings. Let's go. Moicano, and then I'd love to fight close to home. I'd love to fight on the Sydney card here in February. So Moicano in Sydney. I think Moicano's a fun fight. I think we can have some fun together. A bit of back and forth. It's a good fight. We both suck. We both got cooked. Islam cooked him. Arman cooked me. We'll have a cook-off. Moicano responded to Hooker via X. He wrote, Dan Hooker, easy money. Conor McGregor and Khabib went at it today on social media. Khabib was promoting digital papajas and reportedly made millions of dollars from the sales, but then all the posts were suddenly deleted, except on Telegram, which raised suspicion that the whole thing might have been a scam. Conor said there is just no way good guy Khabib used his late father's name, as well as Dagestan's culture, to scam his fans and fire sell a bunch of digital NFTs online and then delete all of the content after they were sold, leaving his fans robbed of their money. There is just no way good guy do this. Conor then reposted this. It says Khabib made 350 million rubles, or $4.4 million in one day selling papajas. Khabib has removed all the posts from social media about the digital papajas. Bro is a legit full-time scam artist. Conor wrote, what a shame and a stain on his father's name. Just wow. To scam fans using his father and his country's culture is just so low. Father's plan has now become father's scam. Very sad. On the opposite side of this, it was great to see Islam Makhachev honor his own father by putting the double world titles on his shoulders and saying there is not many fathers of double world champions. Truth. Khabib fired back saying, you absolute liar. You will always try to darken my name after you got destroyed that night, but you will never achieve that. Yes, good guys don't do that. They don't create exclusive digital gifts with real-time value that you can share with your friends and family. Gifts in the shape of a papaja. Hat that symbolized traditions and culture of Dagestan people. Traditions and culture that's slowly walking over this world, whether you like it or not. Gifts that you can find exclusively on Telegram, greatest messaging platform on the world. Khabib then followed up with this video. He wrote, the auction has ended and all papaja has been sold. Appreciate everyone who participated in it and become a holder of this great and exclusive digital gift. Gift with value that you can share with your friends and loved ones. Thank you for trust. Only on Telegram.
In Dagestan, this hat means something. It's called a papaja. It shows where you come from. It's about respect, discipline, the things my father teach me. Every man in my village grew up seeing this hat. It reminds us that strengths come from tradition, not just power. My father wore it before me. One day my students will follow what I learned.
Yes. Take it like this. Yeah. You see? You understand?
Now anyone can gift it. Pass on a gift to a friend, brother, a mentor, a way to show respect, wherever you are on Telegram. This is my story. This is my culture. This is my digital gift on Telegram. digital collectibles on the Ton blockchain. Pass it on.
Conor ended it off by saying, apologize this instant for using your late father's name to sell these gifts that cost your fans so much of their money. Also, to sell something means it is not a gift, you low IQ troglodyte. That is the direct opposite of what a gift means. Dumbass. Scamming on your dead daddy's name. Shame. Khabib responded to Conor once again with this photo. He wrote, my count is 56 former drug addicts at my rehabilitation centers in Dagestan that I treated. Come to Dagestan, Conor. They'll take care of you here. Mexico didn't help you as far as I can see.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos.
Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Nando. It says, Khamzat willing to get into a fight with anyone as long as it's not in the octagon. The second one's from Don. It's in reference to Ian Gary's response to Khamzat. It says in quotes, I'm pretty sure we're both white, with laughing crying emojis. And the final one says, Raja pleading not guilty? Like we didn't see him plant 20 plus clenched fist shots on a non-responsive person? Right.
Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.